everybody, we're in video number 3 and the title of this video is how to navigate your workstation. As a brand new consultant, it can be kind of intimidating to jump onto your workstation, to log in for the first time and see all this stuff sitting in front of you. And so I'm going to really quickly just go over what you can find in the workstation and where to find it. We're going to break down things like how to place an order and how to navigate the trading tab in later videos. So for now, it's just going to show you where to look for what. So I've logged into my workstation here with my Cinti Consultant ID number and my password. I really encourage you to let your computer or phone save those things so you don't have to type them in every time. And then I also want to encourage you to memorize your consultant ID number. Anytime you log in or call consultant support or go to a Cinti event, you're going to need that information. And so the sooner you memorize it, the better. Okay, so I've logged in here and this is where I am on my workstation. This is called your home page. And so this is where everything's going to be kind of laid out. On your left side here, you'll see your rank and all that good stuff, your title. I have got some personal information covered up there, so you won't see that. But when you pull up your workstation, you'll see where you are in your sales for the month, your next goal, what your team's doing, all that good stuff there on that side of your screen. Something else you'll find here on the front screen is the idea of the day. If you're looking for a way each day to work your business and you just need a little bit of inspiration, that's a great place to find that. You can just click that and it will share some information with you. Next underneath that is the breaking news tab. So if there's something that's breaking news right then about product updates or registration for an event, that's going to show up right there. So you can just simply click on that or the news tab at the top of the screen to access any kind of updates and breaking news. Now, if we move down here, we can see the incentive tracker. Each year we will do a couple of different incentives, and so you can click on that and it will drop down and show you where you are in points, how much you earned for the previous month, and how close you are to earning that next incentive. So it kind of makes it a lot easier when you aren't really sure about how many points you've earned. It will help you keep track. And of course, on our team, we're really big about encouraging you guys to earn every single incentive. They aren't incentives just built for higher up people in the company or people who've been around for a long time. They're built for everyone. Okay, so we're going to kind of do a real quick overview of the workstation here. Up here, if you'll follow my arrow, at the top, like I said, we're here on the home screen. The next tab there is the news and info tab. And on this tab, you're going to find all of, like I said, the breaking news, information about things to come, events you can register for, and all that great stuff. Something else you can find in the news and info tab are PDFs and flyers for things like scent and warmer of the month or specials we have going on. And even things about wellness and how to stay healthy. So there's all sorts of really great goodness in here. I really encourage you throughout everything in your workstation to click on every tab and kind of roam around as you have time to get more familiar with it. The next tab we have here is our account tab. Now I'm not going to click on that because it would share with you some very personal information. But if you click on your own account tab, you're going to see that there is where you can edit things like your personal website. You can subscribe for the warmer or scent of the month. You can also edit your mailing address and phone number information that will be on your website. Additionally, you can find tax information and also choose what name you would like on the awards you earn with Cinti. So if you're running this business with your spouse or someone else, you could add their name too so they get some props when you receive those awards. So like I said, jump into every tab here, but that's a little overview of the account tab. Next is contacts. So as you gain customers, their information is going to go into your contacts tab. And that's where you can contact them, find their email address, their mailing address, if you want to send them a little something special or a postcard. Really easy. You can figure that one out pretty easily. Next is the orders tab. And like I said, on this one, we're going to do a whole training video on how to enter orders in our next video. So I'm not going to worry about clicking on that right now, but in your orders tab, you can place an order, you can track orders you've previously placed, kind of see what status they're in, and also get tracking information. You can also use this if you're going to go and look up things like products that people have ordered from you before, and all sorts of goodness. But watch out for the next video and we'll get more into the orders tab. The next tab here is the team tab, and the team tab is really going to be useful to you when you build a team or when you recruit. There you're going to be able to find who your top sellers are, who your top recruiters are, whose birthday it is, or if it's their Centiversary, which is the anniversary of when they joined as a Cincy consultant. A really great resource tab as a leader to be able to contact and kind of see what your team is up to and how you can recognize the great work that they're doing. The next tab is the events tab, and we're going to go ahead and click on that one. And on the events tab, you can see all the different events that are up for you to join or to register for. Right now, you can see there's all sorts of family reunions that have been going on. And on the right side, you can see events that you have already attended or had registered for. Now, every time an event is open for registration, you'll find it here on the left side, and then you just click this little register button and you can get signed up for that event. Really easy. When you build a team, you can actually go over here to the left side where it says downline report and click on that and see who in your team has registered for whatever event is going on. The next tab is the performance tab. Again, that's going to be something I covered in another video, so we won't click on that one. But the performance tab, just to kind of give you an idea, is where you can track your personal sales. You can track if you have a team, what their sales or what their recruiting is looking like for that month. And as your team grows, that performance tab is going to become more and more valuable. But for right now, you're a brand new consultant. We're just going to skim over that one. Challenges. Now, I mentioned this a minute ago. We love the challenges tab. So if you're looking for ideas for your business every day and you're just wanting something to kind of like give you a boost, the challenges tab is where it's at. A couple of things you can find here. One, you can find where you're at in your Ascent Academy, and we'll go over that as well. But Ascent Academy is a program to help you as a consultant continue to grow and climb through your Cincy business. On the left side here, you can see what things you have left to do to complete that Ascent Academy challenge. And as you do them, you'll get a little check mark in your box there. So it's kind of fun to follow along and see what you need to be focusing on to finish your challenge. There are rewards for each Ascent Academy challenge that you complete, so be sure you stay on top of that. And then if you scroll down, it's got challenges for each week. So I can go on today, which is a Tuesday, and it says focus on training today. It's telling me to get in the training tab or find a training that I love on YouTube and check that out. And then I can say whether I did it or this really wasn't for me. So like I said, this is a great thing to check on, you know, if you are just wanting something each day to challenge you in your business. Okay, the next tab we're going to go to is marketing. Now, we love this brand new marketing tab. This is something brand new that we have just launched, and you're going to find it super useful too, I think. On the marketing tab, you're going to find images for all the products that we have as Cincy consultants. Now, you're thinking, great, that's awesome. Why do I want those images? Well, you can use these different images to build flyers, and also you can post them on social media so that you can link it back to your website. So let's go over here to the products. I'm going to go down to the cause product. Oh, I actually hit Bath and Body. Okay, let's go to cause. And right now, Autism Speaks is the cause that we are supporting. And I've got two products here. So if I want to share this product, I can click on this little box and I can email this product, or I can copy the link. Now, if I copy the link, I can then post it to my social media accounts, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, whatever it is, Instagram. And when I copy the link there and one of my customers goes and clicks on the link, it's going to take them to my website and allow them to order straight from there. How fantastic is that? You can also download the picture if you'd like to use it to build your own marketing flyer. I use PowerPoint a lot to build my flyers, but use whatever you're familiar with. So this marketing tab is really handy, and like I said, you can go over here and filter through a certain category or whatever it might be. But really, I encourage you to make use of this, especially as you build up your business. And then next we have the communication tab. And on the communication tab, it gives you the ability to compose a message to send to your team or your customers, whoever you have in your contacts tab. Now, it also allows you to go over here on the left-hand side and edit the newsletter that Cincy sends out on your behalf to your customers each month. You can go in there and kind of fidget with it a little bit and change the wording to make it more you. Now, I will encourage you that if you are wanting to build a database for your customers and their email addresses, to do it somewhere outside of this, outside the workstation. I use something like MadMimi, MADMIMI.com, because I can personalize it, I can make it pretty, I can add pictures, I can track who opened the email and who didn't, or if it bounces. You just have a lot more control. So I would use this communication tab more for the newsletter than to send out email. Okay, and then we're gonna go over here to a couple more things I wanna show you. Up here on the top right, you see Training Center. We're gonna click on that. Now, as a brand new consultant, this is going to become extremely valuable to you, okay? We're going to go to Explore Existing Training Content down here. And when it pulls up, you're going to see so many options for trainings. So if you are wanting to know more about, how to book parties or different types of parties, you can click on that little section there, and it's going to pull up every training that Cincy has done on parties. Or maybe it's about sponsoring. Or maybe it's about leadership. Maybe it's about just being more fit and healthy. Yes, we have a section for that too. But you're a brand new consultant, and so I'm going to encourage you to start with the new consultant tab. You can learn more about your launch party, how to navigate the workstation, just like I'm showing you here, how to use social media. There's also monthly themes. So if you're just wanting to get in there and just be surprised, play a game of Training Center Roulette, you can jump on there and let it choose for you. I really encourage you at least once a week or once every 2 weeks to hop on the training tab, pick something that applies to where you are in your business, and just go for it and learn more. All right, we're gonna go back to the workstation here. Okay, and then the next thing I want to show you is the family store. It's gonna have me log in again. Such a rebel. Okay, so once we get logged in here, it's gonna show you the family store. And this is one place that you're gonna use if you want what I call Cincy swag, okay? So if you're wanting t-shirts or bags or decals for your car, if you're wanting to order testers or catalogs or things to help you sample your products, the family store is where you wanna go. Now the great news is, if you're just ordering things like catalogs and testers, you can add them to an order. Like if you're going to place a Cincy order under the order tab, you can attach those things to an order when you're ordering your wax and warmers. If you're wanting things that are personalized, you're going to want to come directly to the family store. Now, if you attach the items that, like the testers and the catalogs, to a party order, you're not going to pay shipping for those items. If you come to the family store, you will. So definitely keep that in mind. But like I said, anything that's personalized or business cards, things like that, you're going to order here, and you'll just pay a little bit of a shipping charge. There's always really fun things in here. You can find really cute shirts, hats, bags, all sorts of things. Always check out the closeout tab because you never know what you're going to find in there. One more thing that we're going to show you is the idea share. Okay, so Cincy Idea Share, even if you're a brand new consultant, you might be seeing something that you're like, oh my gosh, it would be great if Cincy had this. Oh my goodness. Of course, we're gonna have a little bit of a technical error here, right? What would technology be without it? Okay, so we're going to Idea Share, and Idea Share is a place where you can come and share the ideas with Cincy, okay? So if you have an idea for a product or something you'd like to see in the workstation or whatever it might be, this is the place you're gonna come and you're gonna submit an idea. And you're gonna bring it to your team and say, hey, go vote for my idea. Cincy gets a lot of its new product ideas and business tool ideas from Idea Share. So don't be afraid to check that out. All right, you guys, and that's it. Like I said, this is just how to navigate your workstation. We're gonna dive a little bit more into the order tab and everything else, but this is just a quick overview for you. If you have any questions about the workstation, don't be afraid to contact your sponsor or your director and let us help you out with that, okay? So I will see you in video number 4, and we'll talk about how to place an order.